amigos, and welcome to episode 2 of the Copa America edition of La Resurreccion. Today is quarter-final day against Bolivia. The semi-final has actually already been drawn, and we get a very favourable semi-final draw indeed. If we have a look at the game, there we go. So, we actually play one of Ecuador or Chile, and we've avoided Argentina or Uruguay. So I think you'll agree, if we manage to get through, that is definitely favourable. So we won't play one of the better teams until the actual final, if we get there, of course. It is the 30th of June, end of the season, so all the club bits have been done, released a lot of players, mainly youngsters, a few coaches, but mostly, importantly, I keep wanting to say Rafael Santos, and I have no idea why. Renato Santos, Danny Pacheco, Kiko, and Michael Santos have all left the club. So that's freed up a little bit of wages. So we've gone in for a golden oldie. He's actually said he's going to retire in October 2025, which is a bit of a bizarre time. But we thought, I looked at him. He's 36 now. But I thought for a year, he's still got great stats. It might just be good as a backup. So you'll find out who that will be if and when we sign him. But we are here for Brazil, so let's get involved. And actually, rotation didn't go quite as well as I maybe would have liked. And we're playing quite a rotated team, which is a little bit worrying. But we should have enough to get past Bolivia. So Alisson is going to remain in goal. Eder Militao back in on the right. Arana back in on the left. We've changed the centre-back partnership. Luis Felipe and Queiroz Costa come in for this one. Arthur and Fred are going to be in the middle of midfield for us. Pedrinho comes in on the right-hand side. Neymar back in on the left. Gustavo Starper at number 10. And Gabriel Jesus up top. It's still a very good team, so we should have enough to get past Bolivia. They are ranked, I think they're ranked exactly 100th in the world. So, considering they've qualified, they've done a great job to get here. But we should have enough to get past them. And they're giving someone a debut today, Marcelo Moreno. Fair enough. So the quarter-final gets underway. The team talk didn't go brilliantly. I actually managed to stress out more of them than I did inspire them. So let's see how we get on. Okay, first highlight looks like it's going to go our way. Scarpa features to Neymar. Arthur is there, and Arthur puts us 1-0 up. It's a great start. And hopefully it's going to continue throughout the game. Our tournament so far has been absolutely superb. Arana with a throw-in. Scarpa to Neymar. Crosses it in. Arthur on the... probably a header more but flicks it into the far corner. Keeper with no chance. And we go 1-0 up, and it looks like it might get better. Fred, Scarpa on the edge. Lovely ball out. Can Militao get there? He does just about keep it in. Whips it in. Neymar is there. And just like that, we make it 2-0. A lovely goal, a lovely cross from Militao. And Neymar, unlike him to get a headed goal, but he does exactly that. Scarpa with a good vision. Militao does superbly well, just about to keep it in. Floats a fantastic ball in. Neymar gets in front of his man and very similarly flicks it into the far corner. And it is 2-0 with 15 minutes gone. I was making a tactical change and we've scored. Neymar's grabbed a third. Oh, it's a free kick, okay. Yeah, love that. Just bends it into the top corner. Keeper with no chance. I was actually just adding some instructions. But, there we go. 3-0. Lovely stuff. Pressuring the goalkeeper well. But I was going to say Peru again. Bolivia do well. And there's a man over there if they fancy getting to him. But they work it out wide. Good ball in. Man and mark to the far stick. What a save by Alisson. Ball scrambles around Moreno. Rodas still not clear. Mamani. Oh, the highlight ends. What a save that was. Not good news. Queiroz Costa is injured. We will bring on Marquinhos. Not a bad substitution to make, but it hasn't quite got the fitness, maybe. Potential foot injury. That could be bad for Queiroz Costa. Hopefully it's nothing substantial. Neymar with the corner in. It's headed away, all the way to the back stick, and they managed to get it away. And Rodas leads the charge for Bolivia. Cuts inside. A lovely ball to Moreno. Forward to Rivero now. Good tackle by Ramos. I think that's Luis Felipe. I don't know why his name is Ramos, but there we go. Arthur with a good challenge. Jesus, and now we can break. Good tackle, but Pedrinho will pick it up. We've got men over at the far stick. Another good tackle. Pedrinho just runs straight into his man there. And Bolivia now can come at us again. End-to-end stuff here. Rivero Carry on. It's a great name. Rivero unmarked. Where was the central defence? Really poor from us. And Bolivia, they've had a couple of chances recently and they've managed to take one. Rivero plays it to Carry On. And all the defenders just get dragged over. 2 men unmarked. Could have been either of them. Becker gets a hand to it, but not enough. And Bolivia, they may have got themselves a way back into the match. Neymar with a free kick from very deep, floats one in, and Felipe is there. It's been disallowed, offside. That didn't look offside, but given the benefit of the doubt, we're 3-1 up, so I can't really be bothered to argue. There's now Militao with a throw in, aims for Pedrinho, works his way to Fred, and Fred lashes one. Who would have expected that? Who would have expected him in the squad, but let alone to score a fantastic goal from Fred. So much better on this game than he is in real life. Scarpa, lovely ball to Fred. He's got all the time in the world on the edge to set himself and just thumps one, top bins. How do you like it? 4-1. And I think it's safe to say we are probably going to be going through to the semi-final. Because now Fred holds the ball up in midfield, finds Scarpa. Neymar. Arana on the overlap on the outside. That's where he goes. Arthur is there and he gets his second headed goal of the game. Superb from the centre midfielder. That's what having them on Mazzala attack can do. They just run in when you want them there, offer another option in the middle. Look at that. I was I was going to point out where Arthur made his run from, but then I started using my fingers like, look, he's there. No, yeah, you lot can't see that. But yeah, he started from deep, sort of like here, and then just made a darting run and managed to get onto the end of it. It is 5-1. Seems to be a favourite scoreline of ours. Superbly well. Well done, lads. And now we just have to find out whether we'll be playing Ecuador or Chile in the semis. We know we've got the better of Chile, but will Ecuador manage to offer a different sort of challenge? We'll have to wait and see. And now Arthur's picked up an injury. This is not good because he's had a cracking game, to be fair, as Arthur. But really disappointing to see our players getting injured. Hopefully they're not too long injuries, but Paqueta, again, not necessarily the worst substitute in the world to bring on. Now Bolivia with a corner out to Carrion. Goes back out to Cuellar. Going to get a ball in. He does to another Cuellar and he smashes it in. It makes it 5-2. I'm really not impressed with our defensive display so far. We're absolutely dominating the game, but when you concede easy goals like this, again, Cuellar, he's not a free man. Sorry, just had to edit out a cough. The number 6 was free, but whoever our number 12 is, who's that? Arana, didn't get tight enough to him and allowed him to smash it home. Now Scarpa with the ball. Fred. Arana on the overlap. Neymar cuts inside though, goes for the shot. And it looks like Felipe's going to, thought he'd clear it up. He just launches it downfield and Bolivia get the ball again. But their pass is loose and we retain possession. Neymar now runs for a great run. Can he finish it off? He launches one, but it goes over the bar. Last chance of the game. Neymar with the corner in, but it is poor. Collected by the goalkeeper. But that is going to be that. Another dominant display. Sees us progress in this competition once again. As Militao just cleans up the goal kick. But I think that's going to be that. Referee, if you'd like to blow your whistle. Here he does. 5-2 it finishes to Brazil. Thoroughly competent performance, going to say to the boys. Very well done. Just see it flash up there. Morata has rejoined Juve, which is interesting. Has it come up with who we're going to play? Not yet. Okay, I think we will play the semi-final in this one, and then if we get through, we'll do the final in another episode. So let's wait and see who we get in the semi-final. Semi-final day, and again, fitness is a bit of an issue, so a little bit of rotation, but still a pretty strong side, and it is Ecuador that we play in the semi-final. The other semi has already been played, and if we win, a final against Uruguay awaits. They knocked off Argentina, so that is sure to be an exciting game if we get there. But first, let's not take this one as a given. It is the 3rd of July now, so all the contracts and everything have been happening for Malaga. We signed the other guy that I was on about. His name? Gonzalo Higuain. 36-year-old Higuain is coming as a backup. Tell you one thing that did hurt though, seeing Juan P in Wolves colours. That was upsetting. But we'll move on from that anyway, and we'll obviously move on to Malaga in a couple of episodes' time. But this is the team that is going to take on Ecuador in this semi-final. Alisson, ever present in goal, retains his place. Rodrigo Tadao in at right back. I'm glad that he's not gonna feature that much. Otherwise, I'd have to give him a nickname. But yeah, Rodrigo is just going to be at right back. Alexandro in at left back. Marquinhos and Vinicius in at centre halves. Fabinho and Paqueta in the middle of midfield. Malcolm on the right. Coutinho is going to be on the left. Matías Vital in at number 10. And Bobby Firmino going to get his first start of the tournament in the semi-final. Look at some of the fitness we've got down here. Arana 75%, Neymar 77%. Those two injuries we got in the last game were pretty bad. Arthur fractured his arm, so he's going to be out for a long time. And Kyrgios Costa sprained his ankle as well. So both out for the rest of the tournament, which is a shame. But we've got the quality, I think, to survive without them. Is this gamble going to pay off? I think the main thing really was I think Vital and Firmino were the ones that I questioned the most. They are quality players, but just because they haven't really played that much is a little bit of a concerning factor. But I still have the faith that we are going to win. I'm going to say do this one for the fans, and they don't seem to care, which is excellent. But I was looking at the Ecuador team initially, and there's players that I actually recognise. They must be a little bit old now, those players, but players I certainly recognise. So it'll be interesting. I'm playing in our blue for the first time in this tournament, but let's see how we get on. Is it going to be an early chance? Coutinho crosses blocked Sandro, but the highlight comes to an end. And a deep throw in for Ecuador, but only as far as Fabinho. Lots of space over on this left-hand side. He finds Paqueta. One more to Alexandro. Time and space to get the ball in. He does. Malcolm at the far stick. In the way to do. Oh, he shoots, but it's over the bar. Good early signs from us, though. Look like we're dominating as ever. Malcolm, it is going to be to swing in the corner. Vinicius down to Paqueta. Paqueta shoots. A good save by Dominguez. Vital back in. Headed away. Fabinho back out to Vital. Can he get a good ball in? Cross is blocked. And it scrambled away for a throw. We are knocking on the door. Malcolm, corner. Paqueta is there, and Paqueta puts us 1-0 up. So important to have him back in the team, albeit Arthur was really good in the last game. But Paqueta, such a better player. And the ball actually comes all the way over, manages to drop, and on the half volley, Paqueta lashes it into the back of the net, puts us 1-0 up into the semi-final. But Ecuador, corner of their own, comes in. Marquinhos gets there, but only as far as Mendoza. Good tackle by Malcolm. Somoza crosses in, but Alisson is there to claim first real chance they've seen for Ecuador. And it wasn't even a proper chance, really. But we can come forward again. Alexandro manages to get by his man superbly. Coutinho back out to Sandro. Get the ball in. Coutinho, bend one in. Come on, Malcolm is there. Someone. Oh, thought Coutinho might do one of his specialties, bend one in the far corner, but it wasn't to be. But Rodrigo, now with a throw, crosses blocked, and it falls to Ecuador, who can counter. Gaibor comes forward with the ball, out to Cuero. Cuts inside Wells. Oh, Mendoza is there. An excellent counter-attack from Ecuador, and they make it 1-1. As you can see, they get a number of men forward. I suppose this is the only downside to having so many people on an attacking role. That's what I was trying to say. Caught on the counter, and Ecuador peg us back level. Alexandro with the throw-in. Tries to find Coutinho, but it's headed back to him. Ball out to Rodrigo. Can he hit one? Cuts inside. Rodrigo to do, however you say his name. What a strike from the youngster. Right back. Cuts inside. Excellent goal. We weren't level for long. Rodrigo, player closing him down, just has the audacity just to go by him and strikes one into the back of the net. Superb from the youngster. Coutinho with the corner. Aims for Firmino. Oh, Firmino's header hits the bar. Unlucky. Coutinho whips the corner in, aims for Malcolm at the near stick with his header straight at Dominguez. So 2-1 at half time then. Ecuador giving us a good game despite us dominating the stats. I'm going to say things are going well, but you're capable of even better. Give them the inspiring team talk, and hopefully we can go on in the second half and put this game to bed. Coutinho, another corner in. Again, it's poor though, cleared by the way by the first man, but he will get it back. And number 17, Fabinho on the edge is free. Rodrigo had made a good run out right, but we instead go down the left. Coutinho, Vital, and he hit one. Rodrigo inside the area, tries to get a cross in, but it's blocked. He'll come back to him. Fabinho, good tackle, and now Ecuador again can counter. Casado now just holds up play slightly and manages to get us back. But Paqueta, oh no, it's gone through. What a save by Alisson. Paqueta made a good tackle, but it drove straight to Enner Valencia, who was 1-on-1. Alisson makes a save. Ball whips a corner in, and Alisson again is there to claim the corner. Coutinho again with another corner, and again cleared by the first man. Malcolm goes for the shot. It's blocked. Fabinho. Coutinho, get a good ball in for once, man. It does. Well, it's towards the back stick, but it's cleared this time. Now Casado can run forward. Good clearance by Vinicius. It may fall in the path of Malcolm. Ordonez gets there. Oh no, Dominguez. Oh, he just about manages to get it away. But we come forward again. Coutinho goes for the strike. Just over the bar. I'm actually going to change set piece takers. I really don't want Coutinho taking any more corners. He has been poor. Malcolm with the corner. And his corners are just as bad. For goodness sake, boys. What is going on? I launch one forward. But Rodrigo's there to clear it out. Now Malcolm. Good ball over to Coutinho. Oh, his shot saved at the near post. I don't know whether it was a save or whether it was the goalkeeper. No, whether it was a save or whether it was the post. Malcolm. That's a bit of a better corner. Vinicius. That's in the end. And again, Ecuador can hit us on the counter. Valencia. Good ball up. They've got a man free at the edge of the area. Well, the man took on the shot himself. Actually hit the post. I don't think Alisson would have been expecting that one. Coutinho, free kick right on the edge. And again, this set piece isn't great. It's cleared away all the way to Sandro near the halfway line. Vinicius now. Back to Sandro. Ecuador pressing well though. And they win the ball. And then Valencia can launch a counter. Casquet. But it's a lovely ball and Palmer's in 1-on-1. He looks offside, but it doesn't matter. He's missed anyway. A golden opportunity for Ecuador to get back level. But they have squandered the chance. And I'm actually going to make a change. Felipe is going to come on for Marquinhos, who wasn't completely fit to start this game anyway. Paqueta, free kick. Bends one. Dominguez with a save, but Vital is there. Oh, it's been given offside. Never mind. Oh, what a contribution that would have been. But nevertheless, this goal is disallowed. Sort of hanging on a little bit here, if you like. Had a bit of a restructure in defence. Eder Militao has had to come on, but he's playing centre half. And we've also brought Fred on as well for Lucas Paqueta, who was struggling. That ball is loose. Luckily, the header is as well, and Sandro can collect. Coutinho back out to Alexandro. He gets the ball in, but it's blocked away. And now Valencia gets it clear, but Militao will collect. Tries to find Malcolm, but it's cut out. Fred now. Rodrigo. Good ball out to Alexandro. Can we get a ball in? He does for Bobby. Firmino is there, and he has sealed our place in the Copa America final. A lovely goal. Great cross from Alexandro, as you see. Lots of space out on the left for Alexandro. He's got time to weigh it up. Drills it across. Firmino is there. Side foots it into the back of the net. And that is us into the final. Fair play to Ecuador. They've given us a good game. As did Peru in the last group game, to be fair. But we've run out 3-1 winners. Heartbreak for Ecuador. Delight for us. And now it is going to be Uruguay in the final. It's sure to be an excellent game. Fitness might be a worry. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, pop a like on them for me. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the Copa America final. And I will see you for that one.